Alright guys, today we're back on the farm and I'm going to be showing you guys how we're growing our lettuce in raised beds. So check this one out. So I'm sitting over here next to a raised bed and we're growing a different variety of lettuces over here, from Roxy to some of the green lettuces, and it's nice to have a couple of different varieties of lettuce to growing at the same time. And the way we do things here, we start all of our lettuce in the greenhouse, and then eventually it works its way out here. We transplant them into the ground, in this case into our raised beds. Now if you haven't seen how we start our lettuces in the greenhouse, just check out the video. Boom, right there. It'll show you step by step how it's done from seed, and then we take it from there and into the ground. Real simple steps, so go check out that video and it'll show you a little bit more information about that. But let's take a closer look at how we plant these over here and how we set them up. And we pretty much, plant them pretty close together. This particular variety right here is a Roxy lettuce, and we plant them, I would say a good, 5-6 inches apart. And this bed is about 4 feet wide, and I would say it's about 20 feet long. So we get a pretty good variety and a good amount of space on these lettuces. So we do a pretty nice job in getting everything set up in the ground. And you can easily do this at home. Build yourself a raised bed. It makes it easier because you can kind of control the weeding a lot easier. As you can see here, we have this plastic laid down here. Now this is something that we just kind of left on here. Not sure if you guys remember that we did grow some lettuce on, not lettuce, but some onions on here previously. So we're now switching the rotation. Again, going back to this plastic here, it makes it a little bit easier when it comes to dealing with the weeds. And all we did was just lay this plastic down and kind of just tuck it in on the ends and plug some holes in there, and then transplant the lettuce right into the soil here. Now the soil that we use is just a regular soil that's on our farm. We don't do anything special to it. We do add a little bit of lime just to get it some extra alkalinity, and then sometimes we'll give it a little boost with some fish emulsion in terms of the fertilizer. Just a little, something to get it going. But if you have really good soil, really alkaline, if you're using some organic potting mixes, sometimes you don't even need that, especially if you're using like glacier rock dust. And there's like so many different varieties out there in terms of organic, rich soil. I showed you guys the other day some of the leaf compost that we use to actually make mixes, but you can actually just use that leaf compost and throw it in the raised bed, and man, that stuff is going to do some serious stuff in terms of growing. But again, real easy to do. This is something that we do here on the farm, and now all this stuff will just be cut when we go to harvest it. We'll just cut it right from the bottom here. We'll get some cutters, and then we'll harvest the whole entire head like that. And eventually it'll be sitting on display, really beautiful. But as you can see, the colors are real nice, and I got no complaints about this kind of system right here. It's really nice, and extremely easy to work with, and extremely easy for harvesting. Now that we are definitely into the fall season, this is pretty much going to be the main thing that we're going to be growing on the farm. Lettuces, some kale. I'll probably be showing you guys some of that kale in a different video. But so far so good. Things are looking pretty nice, and we had a really good summer, and now it's time to kick in the fall. All right, so I'll see you guys next time.